What's up, guys? It's your girl V with Reality Recap. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I am here today. We're going to do a couple podcasts today. I'm going to do two live and then also do some recorded because I need to catch up with y'all. So we're streaming live right now across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. The chat is live. Hi, thank you for checking in. And again, hi, Sativa. Thank you. But yes, we are recapping Friday's episode of Love During Lockup because the delusion is real, guys. So we will be recapping Love During Lockup today. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, the chat is live. And we're going to get into it. Let me put them up on the screen. Also, today we are going to be recapping. Finally, I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready after watching the episode probably like 5 times. I'm ready to recap live at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to recap Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The finale was just so epic, y'all. I was scared I couldn't do it justice. I'm still not sure if I can. But I've watched it over and over again, even on Peacock to get the extended version of it and the uncensored version just so I could hear everything. So we're going to go over that a little bit later today. So y'all kick it with your girl today. If you can't watch these live in its entirety, if you want to see the recorded episodes that I'm going to do for Love and Marriage Huntsville as well as RHOP and Married to Medicine, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're not watching from YouTube, click the links in my bio. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. I appreciate y'all. Now let's get these folks up on the screen and let's talk because we got to talk about on-screen drama as well as drama unfolding off-screen with the current cast of Love During Lockup. So this is the current cast. These are the ones that are dating the inmates. This is Tia, Sam. I'm just talking about the ones we saw on this past episode. So you have Tia up here at the top, Sam next to her. You have MJ. Um, is it Katie and Jakima? It's who we're going to discuss today. Sativa says, so real. Yes, the delusion is on another level. And they tried to come for me, girl. So we're going to get into it. Let's start with Tia, shall we? We'll start with Tia. Make sure I have their names right. So no, it's not Katie, it's Karen. Duh. Sativa said the only real one is old girl with glasses, MJ. Yeah, because she the only one not being played. But we're gonna talk about her too. I got a little bit of tea on her as well. So let's get into it with Tia and Rob. So we know Tia and her guy Rob. Let me just show if y'all want to see the inmates too. I wonder if I could put them up here too really quickly so you could see. But these are the inmates. So guy up here in the top right, Rob. I couldn't find a picture with all of them together. But up there in the top corner, that's Rob. He's dating Tia. He was released the episode before this. And he got out a lot of PDA in front of her daughter. I told you guys we listen, we don't judge, but let's be honest. I'm gonna just speak from where I'm coming from. First of all, I don't know if I would be dating someone in jail that I've never met on the outside or spent any time on the outside with, and have him come straight out and my daughter's there. I'm taking my daughter to the releasing of Rob. I don't know about all of that, but they in the van, they kissing each other down. They get to the hotel, and apparently, look at Rob, look at his face. If you see his confessional with his tight shirts, you could tell he's giving player from the Himalayas, honey. And Sativa says delusional is the first thing that comes to mind. Agree. So yeah, Rob, he gets out, they go to the hotel, and apparently he lays it on her, honey. Like she is smitten for him. I told y'all in my stories, I said, yeah, she's smitten this episode. 2 episodes later, she's gonna be in a fetal position crying because of whatever he does to her. But yeah, they have their first. Hey Joseph. Long time no see, Joseph. Thank you for checking in on YouTube. But yeah, she waited 2 years for Rob to come home. And according to her, she has not had any sex and she's been waiting for him to come home. So, I mean, it could have been Johnny down the street, and I think she would be smitten. But she says that he laid it on her in the 10 minutes that they had before his entire family came knocking at the door, child. Now, he gave his confessional. He said he learned some things. I don't know where he learned it at. I hope not in jail, honey. But he says he learned some things. He knows some things, and he know how to take his time with her. So he believe in himself and what he puts down. And she is completely smitten. I mean, the words that she used was, hypnotized. That's exactly what she said. But yeah, she wanted to spend more time with him alone. She got her daughter and his family knocking at the door, knocking at the door. They all came to spend time with him since this is his first day out. Sativa said, "Hey, the first day out be good. Laugh out loud. Have you leave your whole life and start over?" Apparently so. Apparently that it'll make you lose your mind, honey. But she said that Rob he can't do no wrong in her eyes. The way he look at her, the way he kissed her, how could he do any wrong? You about to find out, sis. Joseph saying, yeah, it's been a minute. We back. Yes, we are. And again, thank you for checking in. But yeah, she's saying that he can't do no wrong in her eyes. How could he? The way he touched her, holds her. She is about to find out. The TV says straight lust. Wait till she wake up. Right. And she hit that floor hard. So they are spending time in the hotel room, but the kicker is that he is being paroled not to Tia. He's being paroled to somewhere, and I want to say Brooklyn or Harlem. I can't remember, but he's being paroled to a friend of the family's house, which happens to be a woman. Tia knows nothing about this woman, hasn't met this woman. She got conflicting stories that the woman would be living there from his sister. He says, no, his sister got it all wrong. His sister saying, well, if anything changed, I didn't know anything about that. But he is getting ready to be paroled to an address where there is a woman either staying there or not staying there. He says that he's going to be staying in this woman's home while she co-ops it to him. How he paying for a co-op situation, monthly rent, and he just got out in this episode is beyond me. But he's saying that it's like a co-op situation. Maybe he ain't paying him money. Maybe he playing in them kisses and touches. We will find out. But he's going to stay there, and that this woman, friend of the family, is going to stay somewhere else with her parents. Y'all leaving y'all apartment to allow a inmate to come and co-op y'all apartment? That's what we doing? Okay. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. He's talking about Joseph on YouTube said, why production be so slow to get up out the room when the couples want to get it on? This not HBO Max, We TV. Exactly. Nobody wants that soft, you know what? We don't want to see that. I was thinking the same thing. I said that to my husband, Joseph, like, how many times do they have to tell the cameraman to get out? Like, why would you even want to be in there? Like, I'd have been, all you would have saw was the camera shaking for me trying to back up and get up out of that damn room. But yeah, this is what is about to happen. So I agree with you, Joseph. I was thinking the same thing. Sativa said, it's all lies. I don't believe it. Yeah, that will unfold. So that's what I said. She in love and she's stigmatized this episode, but give it 2 more episodes and we'll see how it turns out. We even see in the sneak peek of the next episode, she cursing him out over what we don't know. So we will find out. But yeah, as of right now, Rob and Tia, she's totally in love. We haven't heard too much from him on his feelings for her, other than he know how to lay it down and smack it down. He's not saying the same things in his confessional that she's saying about him, that, she loves him so much. He's so great. We don't really hear him saying that. He's saying her boobie sitting up right. She looking right in her sundress. It's jiggling back there and he ready to get to it. That's all we really hear him talking about, and how he know how to lay it down. Side note, when his family was in there, y'all saw like he was getting himself together and wiping his face with a towel. and he went to go hold his niece. I was like, please don't kiss that baby because we don't know what you was just in here doing. I'm so glad he did not kiss that baby child. I was so happy for that. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Tia and Rob, child. Now let's get into Jakima and Donnie. Jakima is dating Donnie down here at the bottom corner. um she has moved from Dallas to I don't know where. I think Ohio. I don't know. She moved to where he is currently incarcerated at so that she could visit him. She could be closer to him when he got out. She moves herself and her twin boys. No, they are not with Donnie, but they do call him daddy. They thought he was in the army. Just giving y'all a recap. They thought that he was in the army. Her family father thinks that, Donnie's in the army. Lo and behold, he's incarcerated for pumping the block. Okay. So she gets, to her destination. She's moved. Donnie has paid for her entire move. She's let us know. She's in marketing. I haven't seen her go to work yet on any of the episodes, but she says she has a degree and works in the marketing field. But Donnie paid for her whole move. I'm assuming he paying for all these wigs. I don't know. And yeah, she's ready to be able to be closer to him, visit him, and wait for him to come home. Now, she got a letter that she read to us in the past episodes, and she's upset that it seems like he, or what the letter is alleging, that there was some type of drug transaction where money was sent through her Cash App, and he is in trouble and he is cut off from any visitations. He's telling her he's going to be moved to another prison, and she's unclear as to what's really going on. So in this episode, yeah, in this episode, she speaks to him. Donnie's been moved to another prison. He says that he's gonna be there for about 8 months. I don't know how he knows that, but she's concerned that her name, her Cash App was in this letter where there was some type of drug transaction, and right, he got in trouble for it, and the money seemingly came through her Cash App. He's telling her it's legit, that he has a property, that he's collecting rent, it's legit money. However, when he speaks to production, he's saying that, there's more to the story. He's on a recorded line. Jakeem just trying to get him to incriminate himself on these cameras, and he is not falling for it. And he told production as well, like, I can't talk to you about it. Like, I'm not able to talk to you about it. This is a recorded line. I'm not ready to tell Jakima anything, right? Or all of the story. So rightfully so, right? We're all forming our opinions. For those that watch this show, we're forming the opinion of, why would you move with your kids? They don't know him. Some of us are forming opinions of, does she really know what's going on and just playing like she doesn't know what's going on? Let me just put them up on the screen so we could just put them up. That way y'all know who we talking about, for y'all just joining in. But this is who we're talking about. We're talking about Jakima and Donnie. So yeah, like, everyone's forming their opinions of, does she really know what's going on? And she's just acting like she doesn't. Do we believe that he's just collecting rent money from a property that he owns? And I saw Jakima on live a couple of times, pretty much cursing everybody out, telling us we don't know what we talking about. We're the dumb ones. We're the stupid ones. She knows everything. And I reached out to her this past weekend, Saturday. I reached out to her after watching the episode, saying, like, look, sis, I see what you're saying on your lives. And we get this a lot, right? From these Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, where they're telling us that production is giving a storyline, they're making up stuff, yet you sign up and you are aware of the picture they're about to paint of you, or maybe not, but you sign up to know that there's going to be a storyline out there of you. So I just said, hey, look, you want to come on? I'll interview you. You're saying that there's a lot that we don't know. Come and let us know what you're talking about, since you're upset with us for forming an opinion on what we actually are seeing on our TV screen. So she saw the message. She started following me. She must have saw my post and what you guys have been saying in the comments, what I've been saying in the captions. I said something in my last post on the fact of, like, I bet you if we asked Jakima what's the property address of where this money, this rent money is coming from, she can't even tell us. So apparently she got upset about that, guys. So she posted in her story and she said, I'm not doing no podcast interviews with you messy MFers. Y'all already supposedly know what's going on. So why you need me to clarify? Oh, okay, baby. Y'all telling me my whole life story that I've never heard before. I'm loving the new chapters y'all wrote out for me. Donnie and I allegedly caught a drug case. My man get out in 2029. He don't own his house. Y'all got to come harder than that. When y'all show me proof, in all caps, that any of those are true, I will gladly do an interview. Until then, I don't prove any points. Who are y'all? I will continue to scroll and laugh. Are you really are you really scrolling and laughing because you on live cursing everybody out? You putting up these subliminals. You could have just responded to me in a DM. You didn't do that. You posted this on your story. I wouldn't even have seen it, real talk, because all she do is curse everybody out and in her story doing TikTok dances and stuff looking foolish. So I wouldn't even have saw this. It popped up because someone else had posted it. I think Gio said it was the one had posted it. She also posted, when she put this up, she posted it looked like realtor.com or something like that, but she scratched out the address. It says owner name Donnie, comma, no last name. But this is apparently Donnie's property that's on a 7,500 square foot lot. It's a single family resident, 3 bedrooms. It says owner occupied, no. And again, she put that up. I don't know if you can see this. I'll make myself bigger so you can see, but this is what she posted. That was the little realtor.com. No paperwork. I don't know. We don't know what Donnie this is, but she's saying that's his property. All well and cool. She asked for proof. Okay, let's get into it. So, yes, Donnie's charges dropped on the internet courtesy of, I want to say this was also from Geo Said It, but his charges were placed on the internet on about 6 days ago. So, this is Donnie Brown Suber, right? This is him, right? That looks like him. It says in his sentencing, expected release date, parole eligibility date is 9/26/2029. So there's your proof, right? It came from the correctional site that is his expected parole or release date, 9/26/2029, right? Also in the episode, when she asked him, well, how long do you have to be in this facility? He said 8 months. She also asked, and if, you don't get parole or whatever, how long will it be before you come home? He said 2.5 years. So if we're in 2025, I know this was taped some time ago, that puts him right around somewhere of like the 2028, 2029 time frame. So what you mad at us for? That's what I would love to know. What are you mad at us for? Sativa said, ignorance is bliss, and some women just rely on that, and she shouldn't because she has kids. Hi, Janine. Thank you for checking in on Facebook. But yeah, so you want proof. The proof hit the internet that is his eligibility of parole or release date, 9/26/2029. And then she also said that I never said that the man don't own the property. I asked, what does she know about the property? Is she sure that the rent money that's coming through that is supporting her to her Cash App is actually coming from a property? Hope she knows the property address. Like, this your man, y'all gonna be together, you introducing them to your kids over Zoom, I would think you would know this information about the property, who's in the property. If you move to the area where he's from, you can't pull up on the property. I'm just trying to make sure, because you moved your whole entire life, including your kids, and got them calling him daddy, that you might want to know this information already. That's all. So no one said he never had a property. I just asked, I wonder how much she knows about it. So that is what is supposed to be his property. That one post she put up. I'm just a different type of bitch, and I'm gonna just say that I would need to see where's the mortgage. Is the house paid for? Since you're collecting the money, is there anything going towards a mortgage? I would love to know who's paying the taxes on this house. Those are the type of questions that I would need to know the answer to before anything comes through my Cash App or I move from one state to another with my children. That's all. So you can be upset. You can say, oh, you don't have to prove nothing. You don't have to do. That's fine. Don't do the interview. I create a safe space here for you to tell the truth, but I'm also going to keep it 100 with you. I'm not no yes man. And I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking and what opinion I've formed based on what I'm seeing on this show. I'm getting real sick of reality TV stars coming on and then beating us over the head with the you don't really know me. You see me for 30 minutes every week or an hour every week. The camera don't lie. It don't lie. And if you sign up to allow for people to make up these stories about you or curate a story, narrate a story out of bits and pieces of what you give them, then that's on you. That's a part of the game when you get on TV. So don't be mad at me for trying to give you a platform to tell the truth, since you on live cussing everybody else telling us that, oh, it ain't no drug charge. That letter was something else. So why you read it? Why did you read it to us then? If you ain't want nobody to say, wow, or think about it or say, okay, he's a whole Nino Brown while locked up. Why even show it? So why you mad, sis? But yeah, that she wanted her proof. There you go. If y'all want to see it, it's on Geo Said It. It's GO underscore said underscore it. Geo be having all of the love after lockup. He followed all of them past, present on the show. He's another great source that he pretty much focuses all on love during lockup, love after lockup. But yeah, he posted that like a week ago. So there's your proof, sis. So again, if you want to do an interview and come on and tell us what's really going on, if you feel like production is misconstruing your story, here's your chance to give your side. But if you feel like you don't need to prove anything to us, then don't be mad when we form our opinions on what we see. Point blank. But that's all I have to say. Jakima left her twerk class upset. She left her twerk class upset that he now has been moved. She moved from another state to be closer to him, to visit him, to wait for him to come home. And he's now been moved to another prison 3 hours from where she moved from. And he's saying that he's only going to be there for 8 months. How he know that? How does he know he's only going to be there 8 months, but he can't tell you nothing about why he got moved? He's telling you what you read in the letter is a lie, and he can't explain to you what's really going on, but he know he only going to be there 8 months. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Please. Hi, Tishi. Thank you for checking in. Tishi said if she on TV, she needs to do the interview. Yeah, I mean, I checked, there's some pages much bigger than me in the game that really only focus on like 90 Day Fiance and Love During Lockup. I haven't seen her do an interview with Mary yet. That's Kiki and Kibis. I haven't seen her with Starcasm. I haven't seen her. So maybe she really isn't doing interviews. But like I said, she could have just responded to me in the DM and said that I'm not doing interviews with you motherfuckers because y'all think y'all already know the story. Everything she put in her story subliminally, she could have just said to me. Real talk. Joseph said, production can only edit down as much content you give them. Candid camera does not lie. That part. That letter you read and what you read in that letter, they didn't misconstrue that. That's what you read. That your Cash App was included in it. There was another party included in it. There was his phone calls were recorded, and there was a recording or conversation of some type of drug transaction, and you received money into your Cash App. That's what you read to us off this letter that you apparently got out the mail. So if that ain't the letter, if you read another letter that they typed up for you, but we saw you get that out the mail, and that's what it is. Hey, Alpha Love, thank you for checking in. So why you mad at me? Why you mad at us bloggers? Why are you mad at the people watching? This is what we watch for. Are we supposed to watch mindlessly and just go on and not form an opinion? That's what we watch for. Yeah, he said it was rent money, and that's cool. That's not what that letter said, Alpha Love. It could be rent money. And like I said, she posted saying that he does have a property. She scratched out the address, and it didn't look like real paperwork. It looked like she went to realtor.com and got it. So that's what she posted. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see that. But that's what she posted. And it just says Donnie. It doesn't give, I mean, it's not like that's not public knowledge what his last name is, but it says Donnie, comma, and the rest is scratched out. When his name is Donnie Brown Suber. That's public knowledge. So I don't know what we doing here, y'all. I really don't. But she's big mad, and we'll see. I'm still down to interview her if she want to clear it up. If not, we'll continue to watch and form our opinion based on what we're seeing. So who else do we have to talk about? We talked about Teeny and Rob. We talked about Jakima and Donnie. Let's talk about the girl, in my opinion, that's just giving 100% pure pimping, and that is MJ Child. Let's talk about that. We're gonna talk about, let me put them up on the screen. MJ and Willie. So this is MJ and Willie. MJ is the only one that I fucks with this season because she's the only one not being played on the outside. She's the only one doing the playing. She's giving 100% pure pimping, in my opinion, and I respect MJ. Now, before we get into MJ, some more information hit the internet this past week in regards to MJ. MJ has a criminal past of her own. So let's get into it. So back in 2023, MJ, these are her charges: driving under the influence of alcohol/drugs, possession of controlled substance. She was, smoking them trees, and then also speeding. So she has a criminal past of her own. But MJ, she's giving, like I said, 100% pure pimping. So this is Willie. He's locked up. She also has a ex-husband, Umi, who she was with for over 13 years. Apparently, her mom loves him. The family loves him. She also still loves him, in my opinion. But she decided to divorce him because she said when they're together, it's laughs, it's all fun. But during the weekend, Umi, her ex-husband, likes to go get drunk, and she has to deal with them being belligerent, being wild, being out of control. She has to deal with that. So because of that, she had to part ways. She divorced and moved to another state. Her mom is sick. She's battling cancer. We, hope the best for MJ's mom. So she's considering moving back to the state where her mom is and all of her family, as well as Umi, her ex-husband. Now, Willie, on the other hand, he's locked up. He seems to be in love with her. She calling him daddy. She like, who world is it? He like, it's MJ world. Like, what she do to him on the inside, on the fact that she also got Umi on the outside. That's what I say. I don't know if Willie got a taste of the box, but he definitely is chasing in love with her. She is giving out pure pimping. You hear me? So she already has cheated on Willie with her ex-husband while he's been locked up. That's the only piece of her pimping that didn't go well for her. She told on herself. I thought it was deny till you die, girl. But she told on herself. Now Willie is aware. So he is concerned about her moving back to her hometown because Umi is there and he's afraid that they're going to get back together or continue sleeping with each other. Meanwhile, she's visiting her hometown. Umi calling her like, I'm gonna track you down, I'm gonna find you. And apparently she also said that Umi is in a relationship, but he don't care one bit, honey. So he's like, I'm gonna look you down. I'm gonna find you. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm toxic. I love that type of energy. Like, hunt me down, honey. So if you looking for me, find me. But yeah, so I'm just here for it. Let's see how it unfolds because her family seems to think that she needs to pick a side. Even her mother said, listen, sidebar, don't mind my cloudy water. I'm drinking liquid IV in here. Long weekend. But yeah, her family seems to think, even her mother thinks that she's still in love. She needs to stop lying. Her mother told her, tell the truth. You'll be happy, be honest, and make a decision. So she's stuck in between. Does she move? Does she not move back home? Does she want to be with Umi? Does she want to be with Willie? Is she just using Willie to kind of substitute for Umi? All of those things. But she is the best one to me, and I am here for it. But MJ, yeah, got a little bit of past of her own, so that y'all clock that T. We don't judge here. We don't judge, but she does have a little bit of her past that hit the internet this past week, and we'll see what happens between her, Willie, and Umi. I'm trying to see if she's gonna see Umi before she leaves to head back home. We'll see in the next episode while Willie patiently waits to get out and see what happens with their relationship. Also, who else do we need to talk about? Let's talk about the throuple that don't know that they're throuple right now. We'll get into them. Put them up on the screen. So this is Kate Hunter and Kaylee, right? So Kate Hunter and Kaylee. Hunter is, I think she said MJ is a vibe. She sure is, and I ain't mad at her, not one bit. So this is Kate Hunter and Kaylee, right? So Hunter is locked up. He is in love with both of these women. So he says, I think he's a professional con artist, but Kate had the bright idea. Kate is the one that thinks that, well, they both think that they're in a relationship and they're going to build. Kaylee also thinks that she's already engaged to him. He asked her to marry him. But how Kaylee came along with all these other women, is Kate had this bright idea of, you know what, Hunter, while you're locked up, you can have pen pals. You can talk to women and they should afford your lifestyle in jail, put money on your books, make sure you got clothes, toiletries, food, everything you need. I'm going to allow you to do that, but only virtual visits. She didn't want none of them coming to the jail. And that when it was time for him to come home, which it's about almost time for him to be released, she wanted him to cut off all of these relationships. Is it Lele? Is that how you say it? Lele Law? Oh, thank you for checking in. Said Hunter is playing both sides. He might get out and be with a man. Oh no. Where did that come from? But yeah, so Kate had this bright idea for him to talk to these other women and basically let them be his sugar mamas. Well, lo and behold, while that was happening, Hunter has fell in love with one of these other women, Kaylee. Kaylee seems very sexual. She's getting on the video visits. She's showing herself. I truly also believe Kaylee has visited him in person. She's had in-person visits, which Kate said was a no-no, but I don't think Hunter is abiding by the rules. And Kaylee, along with these other women, are affording his lifestyle. So Kate is getting off scot-free, where she's not coming out of pocket. I guess she feels like, well, he must truly love me because I'm not paying for anything and he's gonna come home and be with me. Yet Kaylee, on the other hand, he's already proposed to her. She's madly in love. She's already tattooed this man's name on her body. She's cooking dinner for the man and he ain't even home, just so when he call on his visits, he call her on his collect calls, they can eat dinner together. She's out there for this dude. Real talk. She's out there. Tisha said, "Why am I in love with them? Hear me out. Both women show good qualities, both the ride or die type, but Kate seems more serious and Kay seems like adventurous and fun." I totally get where you're coming from. I mean, he's no Mike. We all know Michael and the situation where he had two women and he took the girl virginity and they both had lost their minds and he had two children with one of them already. He's no Mike. But I am intrigued by, is he going to make a decision? What is he going to do when it's time to be released and both of them are waiting for him? He did in the last episode tell Kaylee though that he got an extension of 30 or 60 days onto his sentence because of their video visits. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not because he has not said anything about an extension of his release date to Kate. He also told Kate in this episode that, you said you still watch Mike and them. Yeah, Michael seems like he's in a bit of trouble. I saw he got locked up recently and he's struggling with substance abuse. I did see that about Michael. He's going through it right now. Um, After he went down to Florida with this third woman that he brought on, he seemed like he stayed in Florida. I can't tell if they're still together or not, but he was recently, within the month or a month or so, he was recently arrested for he's struggling. If you saw his mugshot, he definitely seems to be struggling. And Tisha says she not coming out of pocket, but slowly losing her man. Slowly. Quick, fast, in a hurry, she is losing her man. And Joseph said on YouTube, I'm sure Kate is really proud of herself since she basically led him into another woman's arms. Yeah. Welcome to the game, sis. So yeah, she it was her idea, so she can only kick herself. I'm pretty sure he would have been talking to other women anyway, whether she suggested it or not. But he did tell Kate, which I thought was strange, but he told Kate that another one of the women that he tried to cut off has a friend where her man is in there as well. And this woman is trying to pay this other inmate to hurt Hunter because she's upset that he's trying to cut her off. I don't know if I necessarily believe that story, if that's something he came up with to be like, look, see, I'm trying to cut these women off and they're going crazy, but I'm doing it for you, Kate. Yeah, right. I didn't believe that story as well. But that prompted Kate to go see a lawyer. Her man is in danger. She wants to go see a lawyer so that she can get him out sooner than later. And how is that possible? Lele said Mike was better off in jail. He looked bad. Yeah, he does. He definitely looks bad. It was kind of sad. But yeah, so Kate decides she's gonna see a lawyer because there's one of his little sugar mamas is trying to get him hurt in jail because he cut her off, and she wants to go see a lawyer to see how. Then you also have Kaylee who goes to see a lawyer on her end to get her man out, or how does she help with the extension of his sentence because of his video visits violations. And both of the lawyers looking at them like, y'all got to be kidding me, right? So, Kate's lawyer pretty much said that, look, he's done a bunch of programs. It looks like, I can go to bat for him to get out. But he had a recent infraction. And the infraction was, she said, yes, that he had, she set him up. She said it so proudly, too, y'all. She said it so proudly. Hey, Lily, thank you for checking in on YouTube. She said it so proudly that, yeah, well, he has some sugar mamas. I've hooked him up. He has some sugar mamas. And yeah, pretty much. He did some video visits. The women were exposing themselves. I'm sure the women wasn't the only ones exposing themselves, but he did a video visit. It got caught. They went back and looked at other video visits and saw that he had been doing this with multiple women. Multiple women are exposing themselves. Again, I'm sure Hunter is probably doing the same. So, the lawyer's trying to help her understand, like, look, if he's taking advantage of these women, he'll do it to you. That's a huge red flag. I'm also feeling like Could they be in trouble for fraud and she's helping him because you are taking advantage of women that think that they're in a relationship with you? It's not like he's being honest and saying, I'm just using you for money. You came up with the idea and set him up for it. It's giving Kate could be wrapped up in this as a pimp or something. I don't know. But it just felt like to me, like, if these women want to retaliate after seeing this man on this show saying out loud, or her saying out loud, that they are using them to get by and for their money, there's some type of trouble that could come along with that. I'm no lawyer, but I just felt like Kate's lawyer told her to go meditate on a child, and her being a yoga instructor, I fell out. But he was saying, yeah, you says you need to go meditate on what you done got yourself up in. And I don't know. Kaylee's lawyer, on the other hand, is like, it's gonna cost me 15K to even deal with this case. She wants 15 G's to even take the case on, to try to get him out of his infractions for his video visits and help him move on, child. I was cracking up. But Kaylee seemed to think he worth the 15,000. So we'll see how she gonna scrunch that up. Is she gonna pay it? They video visits might go to ramen noodles instead of pot roast or whatever else she was cooking for him. But she's trying to come up with the 15 G's to get him out because she loves him that much. I mean, shit, she got his name tattooed on her. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued with this story. Overall, I'm not too pleased with this entire season. It's been a little whack compared to what we've seen, but there's a few couples. So yeah, I'm interested in Tia and Rob, and see, what he does or how he treats her. I'm interested to see what is Hunter gonna do. Is he gonna choose one of them? Um, is he going to try to get out and still be with the both of them? I'm pretty sure we'll probably see them on Love after lockup. I would love to see them continue their story. So I'm intrigued here. Tisha said both lawyers telling the girls to run. Yeah. I don't know why they needed a lawyer's consultation to tell them that this is not a great situation. Again, they don't know about each other. I'm just wondering too, like, are they just learning about each other watching the show? But I can't wait to get through and see, does he get out in this season? Do they learn about each other, or are they just now learning about each other on the show? I can't wait to figure those pieces out. So I am intrigued. Lele said, yes, this season isn't giving. Yeah, it's just not comparing to what we're used to. It's all right, but it's not comparing to what we're used to. Tisha said, Rob looked like he about to cause hell. Rob is about to spread it low and wide, honey. He sure is. He sure is. I don't even believe his rental story, co-op story. I don't believe none of that. So I am here with you. You could tell just by his demeanor, his, licking them lips, and he about to. I said it. I give it 2 episodes. She gonna be in the fetal position crying. She digmatized this episode, but we'll see in 2 to 3 episodes what's happening. Lily said, Kaylee reminds me of a girl I went to high school with. She started working to send money to her man, only to find out he had a whole wife and baby on the way. Child, listen. Joseph said, well, Kate is doing a bad job of trying to be a pimp. I know it's hard out here for a pimp, but this ain't the way, Katie. Yeah, just stick to yoga, sis. Just stick to yoga and your Zen. And that's it. Lily also said, did you guys hear that Rob may have a DV dispute with Tia on the first night? Someone that was staying at the same hotel. I did, Lily. Thank you for reminding me that. So yeah, I did get that. That was sent to me, that someone put out an alleged story that they were in the same hotel room when they were filming. So this hotel room that we see Tia and Robin, that they were filming in, someone alleges that they were in the room across the hall with their kids. They saw the filming, but at the time they weren't saying what they were filming for, and said that they heard some rumbling going on, that there was some alleged domestic, some DV going on, and heard Tia screaming and things of that nature. So I'll read it to you real quick. It said, "Yo, Tia and Rob, I was staying at the exact hotel when they were. I finally found out who these people are. Me and my kids stayed in the suite across from them and kept seeing them film, but they couldn't say what show. It says he was beaten on her one night in the hallway. I wonder if they'll show that part. I was so scared I called the front desk security. Maybe they were acting, I don't know, but it was wild. I believe she was in danger. DV is not to be played with." So that was thank you, Lily. I almost forgot about that. But yeah, that was dropped into my DMs yesterday or the day before, that is floating around that allegedly, Rob may have, been putting his hands on Tia. I hope not. We'll see. I can't find this girl on social media anywhere. I cannot find Tia on social media. I'm wondering if this is why, but I cannot find her anywhere. So yeah. So we'll wrap up real quick and talk about this last couple. Then I'll just, for y'all that's just joining, I'll give you all the off-camera tea we talked about today. Leah just reminded me of a big Lily just reminded me of a big piece of it. But last couple real quick. I'll just put them back up on the screen, all of them. But Sam up there in the middle. I want Sam to get a divorce. So I don't know what this man is doing, but Sam is dating Crystal, who has 7 more years left in prison if she's not paroled, but her likelihood of parole, because he went to see a lawyer as well. Her likelihood of being let out on parole because she has a violent crime that she went to jail for. Her ex-husband or boyfriend got into a heated argument. She sliced him down the middle of his forehead, and that's what she's serving time for. I feel like Crystal is just using Sam. He's driving up and down the highways and byways trying to do the Lord's work. He is working tirelessly. He's an EMT. He's doing 24-hour shifts. He's driving 30, 40 minutes out the way to go visit her her grandmother, her only living relative. He's taking her out to eat, taking her out food shopping, trying to be there for her. And Crystal goes days without calling him because he missed a visit, because he worked a 24-hour shift and she wanted him to drive 3-4 hours away to visit her. I want to say upward of 4-6 hours away to visit her, and then he would have to drive back home and work another shift. I feel she's ungrateful. She's stretching him too thin. And he's doing all of this in the hopes that she could get paroled, even though the lawyer told him it's not a probability, because she already was paroled. She got out and she's not supposed to have any contact with the ex that she had this, DV situation with. And she already tried to contact him. So, and then that's why she ended up back in. So the chances of her getting parole again, the lawyer said that, the opposing party, the victim, their family could show up at the parole hearing. She did have the parole hearing, and we'll see what happens with it, but it don't seem like it worked, but we'll see in the upcoming episode. Lily said that Sam is a hopeless romantic. He needs to let the woman go. She doesn't care about him. She don't. She's just using him. I think the grandmother using him because she wouldn't go to visit, but she went to the barbecue pit as soon as Sam called to take her to the barbecue pit to get some ribs and chicken. She was ready to go, but she wouldn't go with him to go visit Crystal. So I think that this is Crystal's way of making sure her grandmother is taken care of until she gets out. Tisha said, yes, she is very demanding. Alpha said, he said, you are an EMT wife. Yeah, because he really is already married to her. What would possess him to marry this woman? He has not been with her in the free world. She's locked up for all these years, and he already went and married her and gonna wait 7 years. Good luck, Sam. Like, knock it off. Go on and get this thing, get your divorce, and move on because she's using him. And I would hate for him to wait. I hate for him to wait 7 years to be disappointed. She's disappointing you now, so why wait? But we always get one dweeb in the show that's just bending over backwards, burning through all their money to take care of them just for them to come home and treat them terribly anyway. So, does he not watch the show? I'm just saying. Does he not watch the show at all? For real. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the couples. But real quick, what we talked about Jakima, who is currently mad at me or mad at us bloggers, and because I reached out to her to do an interview, she's upset saying that we don't know what we talking about. And that's basically what I said when I reached out to her for the interview. I reached out to Jakima and said, hey, I see your lives where you're cursing us out, where you're saying we're forming opinions that are not true. Do you want to come on and tell your side and clarify? She, instead of responding to my DM, she put up this long post about how she ain't doing no interviews since we already know what we talking about and formed our opinions. So she ain't got to clear up nothing. She also posted the property, allegedly, the property of Donnie's that this rent money is coming from. It just says Donnie, comma, no last name. She scratched out the address. It says that it's a like 1,500 square feet lot or something like that. 3-family house is what it says. So she's saying we don't know what we talking about. And she said until we got proof, she ain't doing no interviews. Who are we for her to clear things up? Well, the proof was provided. I'll let y'all see it today. And also you can see it on Geo Said It. He is the one that posted it. But about a week ago, his charges or his expected release date dropped, since she's saying we don't know what we talking about. Her man getting out 2029. Well, that's what it says on the site. His expected release date of parole eligibility shows 9/26/2029. There's your proof. You want to do the interview, holla at your girl. Um, then also we talked about MJ, who is just 100% pure pimping. That's MJ down there with the glasses. Lily said, you know, I searched all through Zillow and found someone with the same name as him to show he was a homeowner. That girl is whack. Ooh, well, that's what she say. But that's what I was saying, Lily. Before I uprooted my children and moved, and you're getting this rent money that's affording your lifestyle, you're paid for your move. I would expect that you know the property. Is it paid off? Who's paying the mortgage if it's not you? Who's paying the property taxes if it's not you? Who's occupying that home? Those are the type of things that I would personally want to know before I uproot my children and having them calling him daddy. That's just me. But we listen, we don't judge, but we do form opinions based off of how we live our lives. So if she want to come do the interview, cool. If not, that's also cool. We'll just keep believing what we're seeing on our TV, since she swears production is twisting things. MJ down here, 100% pure pimping. MJ, she's been in a little bit of trouble in her past. Her charges from 2023 hit the internet not too long ago. It said that she was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol, possession of controlled substance. She had that, and she was speeding. So she got a little bit of a pass herself. So we talked about that. And then also, right, Lily, thank you for reminding me, there is some alleged rumors floating that Rob and Tia were involved in some type of DV situation while filming or while in that hotel. An alleged guest that stayed in the same hotel across the hall says that she was in danger. So we'll see how this all unfolds. Again, that was, that's allegedly, but it is floating around anonymously from a supposed guest in the hotel. So we'll see how that unfolds. See, she said, Kima situation the worst though. Other women did way. Are you saying it's not the worst? Other women did way worse. I'm always perplexed on this show, though, Tisha, to be honest, when they bring the children into it, when they have them meeting or talking or forming relationships with these inmates before they even get to know them. I personally, that's just not how I would roll. To each his own, though. Tisha said, but why did MJ people try to pass her a drink when she stated she was not drinking? I agree. MJ is also recovering. And that's what I think it is too with her ex Umi. Maybe they used to drink and party and have fun together. She got her life together and he continued on that same path. But she is trying not to drink. And I agree with you. I saw that as well, that her family was trying to get her to drink with her family and friends. Like, come on, it's just one, it won't hurt. I was like, very irresponsible. Why would they do that? Agreed with you, Tisha. Tishi, sorry. But yeah, guys. And Lily said, I wholeheartedly believe MJ loves her ex-husband. She gets so giddy talking about him. Yeah, I do. I think she has a tough decision to make. I think that Willie is just someone to pass time. And if her husband was to not be doing what he does on the weekends, like she mentioned, I think that she would be with him, no question. So we'll have to see how it unfolds, guys. But those are my thoughts on this past Friday's episode of Love During Lockup. Now, y'all know I got time today. It's MLK. I'm off, so I'm trying to get everything done. So I will be back at 3:30. I'm going to try to give it justice. I hope I can. I have watched the episode over and over and over again, but I'm going to break down the season finale of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So if you got time, come back. I'll be live again at 3:30 recapping Salt Lake City. It was such an epic season 5. Such a dope, epic, just all around messy, fun messy though finale. So we're gonna get into Salt Lake City. They are top tier housewives for me, and y'all know that. I've been saying that every single week. You've been waiting for the Salt Lake City, Lily. I know you was. I know you was. I'm waiting for it too, girl. So we're gonna do the recap of Salt Lake City because those are my girls. You can't tell me nothing different. And if you're not able to watch the live, please go to the links in my bio on YouTube, on Instagram, and please, y'all, like my videos, share my videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to do the live Salt Lake City. Then I'm going to give you some recorded episodes between today and tomorrow. We got to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville and last night's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Set your alerts, y'all. Now, before I get out of here, like I always say, reality TV stars are humans too. Let's not forget that. It's your girl V with Reality Recap, and I'll be back 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to get into the finale of Salt Lake City. Y'all have a great day. Peace.